were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, taking the mound, ladies and gentlemen, one of the finest young ball players
Well,
to come out of
I
the
want
Matsu
to
Valley in a
welcome
long
you
time. Please welcome
back.
to Lee Jordan Field.
Tonight,
On
it's
the
our
mound,
Game 3 of the
Lee
Chinooks season
Delbianco,
as
throwing
they take
back
on
first
the
pitch.
Anchorage Pilots. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about what happened last night. We had a second broadcaster. His name's Zachary Cole.
There
You see
you
the
go.
first pitch of the game.
Congratulations, Lincoln. Good job, brother.
We have a second broadcaster, Zachary Cole. Now, he'll be in every so
We'll be
often.
watching his
Probably
career
once
in
a
the years
week,
ahead.
if I were to guess, looking at the
Maybe
schedule.
he'll be a Chinook.
Absolutely being at least once next week, and here's the
Our
reason
umpires,
why.
at the
If
plate
you
on
guys
the
can
mound tonight,
recall from
Ryan
game
Gill, Anchorage's
one,
very own, and from Boulevard, Tennessee, population
I
5,005,
myself
Brad Polk.
was a pitcher yesterday. And I mentioned in game
Population's gone
one
up,
that
right?
this might happen. However, it happened very quickly into the season. Game 2, I find myself in the rotation to pitch that day.
In the Chinook Shack tonight, we've got a great team.
So let me explain what happened
Allison,
last night. The Chinooks lost 6-0 in a rain-shortened game.
Cannonball is in there. Mrs.
No
Cannonball is
offense
in
to
there
this
waiting
point
to
so
serve you.
far, except that first
And on
inning
the field
home run by
tonight,
Jack
William
Lawrence. In
Bill
fact, that's been the
Waddell.
only 2 RBIs of the season, and 2 runs scored as well.
From their very humble beginnings,
However,
St.
today
Pete
is a new
Valley
day.
Credit Union
There's
has
a
grown
pitching
into a
or a hitting
first-class
coach for the
financial
Blue Jays,
partner with 50,000
whose name
members
escapes me, but
owners.
his
They are
saying is
tonight's
every
sponsor
day is
of
opening
Chinook
day.
baseball.
And today couldn't be a better reason for opening day to be a third opening day when we start over, because the game starts at 0-0 against the Pilots tonight. Landon Cody on the mound tonight for your Chugiak Chinooks. Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. I got to lock in here. The Chinooks roster and their lineup looks like this. Xander Saunier, Will Kelly, Jack Lawrence, Ryan Matheson, Austin Young, Maddox Ryan, Ben Weaver, Ty Beck getting his first start, and Alec Beeman out there at shortstop. Landon Cody getting his first start of the year. And look to see him be out there a little bit longer than the other 2 pitchers that have started this season for us. Across the diamond, it goes like this. First to third goes Matheson, Ryan. Beeman's at short. Lawrence is over there at third. Left to right in the outfield, Weaver, Saunier, and Kelly out there. The battery mate, Landon Cody, and Ty Beck as well. Ty played a little bit last year, I was told,
Coming to the plate
for the
Pilots,
Chinooks,
number 9, the shortstop,
and getting his
Lance
first
Gardner.
real start as an official member of the team this year. There's also a new pitcher we'll get to see tonight. I'll have to tell you about him a little bit later. I think he is third in the rotation to pitch. We're going to let Landon Cody stretch as far as we can. However, for the Pilots, their lineup starts with Lance Gardner, the shortstop. Get a look at him tonight. Cody's first pitch is a Chinook. Here it comes. Turns, kicks, and fires. In strike 1. Just upstairs, just getting ball 1. And we are underway for Game 3 from Lee Jordan Field this season. Mentioned Gardner's the shortstop for the Chinook team, as the second pitch of the game is lined into center field, and we have ourselves a base runner to start us here early. So Gardner's on board with a 2-pitch at-bat and a single, and that brings up Ben Newton, the right fielder. Interesting name the Pilots have. Also, I was told that there are some girlfriends, some family members who are in this chat on YouTube, and I have the chat pulled up. And would love to interact with you guys on the chat, because it's just me here in the booth. It gets a little boring, I'll admit. First pitch is a bunt. Landon Cody picks it up, throws onto first for the out. Runner advances to second base. So one away with a runner on second, and that brings up their 3-hole Ali Camarillo.
Batting for the Pilots.
Why I put a little
7,
Spanish
Ali
in there?
Camarillo.
That is a bad man behind the plate, Jackson. You're exactly right. Ali Camarillo coming up to the plate here from Northridge, San Diego, California native. He's a freshman. Born in 2003. How about that? That was a weak attempt at a pickoff move. I'm not really sure what that was. I think Landon and our catcher Ty had a little mix-up there. Ty getting to call the signs. There's no pitching coach that gives signs for the Chinooks. It's all the battery mate being in tune with each other. First pitch is a breaking ball that Camarillo swings over the top of for strike one, 0-1. Lots to talk about tonight. 9 innings of baseball ahead, and there's plenty of topics on the table. We'll get to those as we go, but for now, we get to see Cody's 0-1 home. Here it is a ball down low. 1-1's the count. Landon Cody, a Tarleton State pitcher, who's found himself playing very well. He showed me his stats for the other summer league he played in. I believe that was up in the Great Lakes League. Sported a very nice little over 3 ERA. And if you look at his line, you can find that on the Point Trick app actually. If you look at his line, as that's a base hit to left, that might score a run. Rounding third on his way home is Gardner, and he's going to score easily. 1-0 Pilots here in the top of the first, as Camarillo's got himself an RBI single. So a little trouble here early, but don't fret. We do have another pitcher to tell you about. His name is Jacob Hurst. I honestly couldn't tell you what it is. I know his first name is Jacob. I want to say it's Holst. I think on the roster I put as Hurst, which I don't think that's going to cause problems. I can go in and change that later. No big deal. Good news to everybody watching as well. I'm starting to slowly figure out the camera. So the glitchiness of Game 1 and probably Game 2 as well, I don't know. And honestly, I shouldn't be taking credit for this by any stretch. The Miners broadcast staff helped me out a lot there. It's a strike one to Grant Weiss, the left fielder. Cody's got good stuff on the mound too. The problem is I don't know, he's gotten himself left a couple of pitches over the middle here early, which tends to happen. It's his first real performance against live pitching since May. We're 10 days into June, which is shocking to me. Seems like just yesterday I left for Alaska. Well, really for California first. Went to Jackson Beck's wedding. Shout out to Jackson and his wife, Emily Grace. E.G., as they say. Emily Grace Beck. It's got a good ring to it. So does that swing and miss. That's got another good ring to it. I like the sound of the catcher's mitt popping behind the plate. You know, yesterday I was warming up with Ty in the bullpen. And Ty's glove has a very wide pocket, which makes the ball pop, and it makes me sound like I was throwing harder, which I was fine with. I was warming up in the bullpen. It felt good, sounded good. The fans along the side over there at the Miners Stadium, which was a pretty stadium. Pick off a move over to first, not in time. A lot of people watching me throw. I was a little nervous. It's for sure the most people I've pitched in front of. I've played in front of more, but pitched in front of is a different story. Miners had, probably 150 people out there last night before the rain started to trickle in as I was on the mound, which is not ideal situation to be pitching in for the first time since high school, but that's neither here nor there. I believe that was the ball. The scoreboard says 1-2 as a breaking ball down and away. Doesn't really matter, I guess. 2-1 is the count. Cut on and miss. Ty lets the ball get away a little bit. Oh, he was out. That's right. It's strike three. Maybe I should pay attention a little more. That is my entire job back here. So 2 away. Landon gets his first strikeout as a Chinook. That brings up Taryn.
Now batting for the Pilots,
we're going to let the
38,
broadcast say this.
Taryn
Sagita, I think is how I'm going to say it. Tanner Sagita is his name. Tanner, a JUCO bandit out of Anchorage, Alaska. Pickoff a move is not in time. Runner was leaning, but still not enough time to get over there. Tanner's hometown kid playing for his Anchorage Pilots. I'm sure a lot of kids growing up love to see, the Pilots play and all this. So getting to play for them has got to be a fun time. That ball's fouled away. 0-1, so 2 away here in the top of the first. 1-0 Pilots after an RBI single by Ali Camarillo. A little bit of a long first inning. Fastball just missing outside. Good pitch. No dice, though. First inning of the second game here at Lee Jordan Field. Third game of the Chinook season. Trying to get off the snide and get a win here. 0-2 to start the season. Cody's pickoff move was a good one, but not in time again. Paying a lot of attention over there to Camarillo. I've got a lot of new papers in here, which is exciting. I can tell you more about the game as we go on. I'm learning to score the game as well. Point streak is brutal to use, which is what we use to score. I think everybody's got the same problem. High chopper to short beam and throws on to first for the out. So the Pilots get 1 here in the top of the first. Landon has a little bit of trouble, but gets out of it, only allowing 1. Good job by him. We'll have to come back for the bottom of the first. We got Sonye, Kelly, and Lawrence. See if we can get some runs up here early.
Would like to invite you to become part of a growing and thriving group of families who believe in the simple idea of people helping people. Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Chinook baseball tonight. Coming to the plate.
1-0's our score here early in this one. Bottom of the first starting is Xander. I'm going to call him Xander. It comes off the tongue a little easier. He does like to go by Zan. Zan Sonye stepping in, the center fielder. Just a bit outside. Ball 1. Sonye looking to kind of get off the schneid here. Chinooks only have 3 guys in the hit parade to this point in the season. Sonye is 0 for 2. Hit by pitch. Second pitch is a ball way outside. Omar Serrano, the pitcher tonight. Their coach's last name is Serrano as well, which only makes me wonder if they're related. I couldn't tell you. Spelled the same way. David Serrano is their coach's name. 3-0 to Saunier, which could be a great start to this game here in Lee Jordan Field. 1-0 our score after the top of the first. Saunier, the leadoff hitter for the Chinooks. Way ahead in the count. 3-0. It's a fastball right there. 3-1. Didn't expect him to swing, and not a really good time to swing either. It makes me very excited to know that the camera works now. It's not laggy, and I'm sure there are times where it will be. But it looks way better than it did before. 3-1. Just outside, ball 4. Just kidding, strike 2, 3-2, the count's full. Interesting zone. We had this umpire behind the plate last time we were here in Chugiak. I liked his zone. And I think a lot of the players did too, just kind of listening to him later on. That one's outside, ball 4. That one just a little further out. Serrano nets a leadoff walk.
And that Chinook walk brought to you by Lance Davis and Annie Palmer at Les Bailey Associates team. Coming to the plate.
So Saunier's aboard with a walk.
Will Kelly.
That brings up the right fielder, Will Kelly. One of the 3 guys to have a hit so far. 1 for 6 on the season. I like the way Will thinks in the box. He's a very quiet mind about it. One thing about Will, though, that I learned yesterday is before every season at his college, he plays at East Texas Baptist University, is he shaves his head bald, which is an interesting look. You know, not many guys our age do that willingly. It's a good look. Now here, Saunier's picked off, got himself in a rundown. Saunier's out at first. So here's how we're going to score that one. That's a pickoff. So 1 to 3 to 6 to 4 put out. If you're following along at home. So we got one away. Saunier picked off over there at first. Second guy this year to be picked off for the Chinooks. Issues on the base paths, a problem here early. The 0-1's a strike to Kelly, now down 0-2. So leadoff walk to now 2 strikes with 1 away. I was told Will Kelly's girlfriend is normally in the chat here on YouTube. And she wants me to tell a joke. So at some point tonight, if you're listening, I'll have to tell a joke to appease Will Kelly's loved one back home. Kelly looked at a curveball there for 1-2, so now here's the count. Serrano gets a sign, turns, kicks, and fires in the 1-2, which is hit on the ground to the second baseman. That's Seguin over there who throws on to Sagita at first base. I will probably get that name wrong and say it differently every time tonight. Regardless, Kelly's down on a 4-3 putout for the second out, and that brings up Jack Lawrence. The only guy on the Chinooks team to have an RBI this season. Which was a 2-run home run back in the first inning of Game 1. Got the crowd here at Lee Jordan Field pretty amped. Now, if that was a fair ball, I don't know. Fastball upstairs. We talked about it. I think we can talk about it now, since it's been a couple of days. That ball was so far foul, it was fairly hilarious. We only have a 2-man umpiring crew, so the umpires are doing everything they can. Jack fouls that one back and away.
And that ball
1-1.
Brought to you by Northwest Carpet Company for quality flooring.
Not as big a crowd here on hand. Good crowd nonetheless. We got people down the sides of the foul line, lined up in their lawn chairs. Jack watches a breaking ball, down low. Count 2-1. It's honestly incredible that we've got the camera going. I'm watching it over here on my phone to see the chat as well, which is a good time. Here's a 2-1 to Jack. That fastball's there for strike 2. Jack down to the count, 2-2. Jack's played in all 3 games to this point in the season. over there at third base. Out of Frostburg State University. Love that name. Jack hacks at a breaking ball down and away. Not pleased with himself. Regardless, it'll be the end of the inning.
On the scoreboard as we head to the top
So,
of the second.
sort of 1, 2, 3 go the Chinooks. A walk and then a pickoff at first got Sonye. Kelly goes down 4-3, and Jack Lawrence goes down on strikes. We head to the top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Pilots coming up just a minute.
Open an account, transfer money, close a loan. You can do it in an office, and they can do it for you virtually. Visit their website to make an appointment and experience the MVFCU way with their virtual community office. Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union, a sponsor of tonight's Chinooks baseball game.
Black Pontiac with a pocket of cash, foot on the gas, ready and throwing up a little dust like a pickup truck does in the mud, but ain't nobody slowing us down right now. She said I need a little something to some get up and go, and nobody knows how to get me going.
Hey, a big thank you tonight to the Farmer family for feeding the team tonight after the game. If you are interested in feeding the Chinook team, please see Danielle Beck in the team store tent. They have 4 dates still open. We appreciate your generosity and your consideration.
Jumping the ditch, felt so good. Didn't want to begin, so we went looking for a dive just to kill some time, let the heat cool off. We could do us some dancing, didn't take long, just a couple of songs, you know it's last call.
Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 5.
Chinooks
Sean
down here
Montoya.
early in this one. RBI single by Ali Camarillo in the first. As the first pitch swinging is Sean Montoya as that ball gets down in the gap. That's going to be a double. So first pitch of the second inning is a double for Sean Montoya.
Now batting for the Pilots, number 8.
Center
Alex
fielder Montoya
Segura.
there. Looks like he can fly too. Be interested to see if he takes off from second here at any point. Landon's mom, Landon's family probably in the chat there. I like to see the family members getting to see this one and actually getting to see the game today. Get to watch the actual game. Beautiful weather here. Ball's down low from Cody, 1-0. To Alex Seguin. I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it all game. Alex Seguin. I think that's the way, that seems like the most decent way to put that. Runner on second is Montoya. 1-0 count to Seguin. Cody gets the sign, kicks, and fires in the second pitch of the at-bat. That just missed, apparently. Breaking ball looked like it covered the entire plate. I'm not sure what part of the plate that didn't cross. Doesn't matter, it's 2-0. Seguin, Long Beach City is where he goes to school. Now, I would think that is a junior college. A lot of these guys, in fact, all but 5 or 6 of them are from California. A lot of Northridge University guys. Seguin, also a freshman. I think he might be a freshman on the field. He's 2001 when he was born. Ground ball to the right side, foul ball, line drive, excuse me. So he's worked the count back to 2-2. Hope you can hear that. Mark Ortiz over there doing his best job as a coach. Love to see Mark out there, former teammate of mine. Really loves the whole coaching aspect. Likes to, he can connect with guys like nobody's business. Does a good job explaining things to him as well. 2-2, here it is. Fastball upstairs. Landon sitting around 80-83 is about where he's at. That ball looked like it might have been a little bit harder. Regardless, that's where he's sitting at 80-83. Now, where I was sitting yesterday is a different question. I couldn't tell you. Probably less than that. I don't think I'm not a pitcher, so there's not much for me to pitch. And I don't have many pitches. It was a breaking ball, fastball look out of me yesterday in my inning and 2/3 of action. 1-0's our score here in the top of the second. Pilots had an RBI in the first. Now a runner on second, nobody out. A runner on second is center fielder Sean Montoya, Alex Seguin, the second baseman at the plate. Now, one thing I know yesterday, the Miners picked up signs very, very quickly. So, for example, let me explain this to you. The guy on second can see the catcher's signs. Now, normally the catcher's signs, they do something different. They call it ahead, behind, even. If you're ahead in the count, it's the first sign. Behind in the count, it's the second sign. Even, the count's even. They'll do the third sign as the pitch you'll throw. A lot of times that's swung on and missed. Foul tipped, it looked like. Nonetheless, it's a strikeout on Seguin. Second strikeout for Landon here in the first 2 innings. So explaining this to you, so the guy on second can see that sign from the catcher to the pitcher.
Pilots, number 3, Troy Harding.
He then relays that to the batter to get an idea of what pitch is coming. Now here early, I think this is their first guy to get to second base. I think he went first to third and then an RBI, or he went first to home. Oh, no, that's not true. He was in second. So this is their second guy out there second base. And I'm trying to pick up, there's normally different variations of how they relay the sign. Sometimes they'll tap the helmet for a fastball. They'll grab the belt for a breaking ball. There's different ways they could do it. The Miners were very good at picking that sign up, and I think that's just part of the game. Montoya with a little bit of a extra step of a lead to kind of get aggressive over there. I think he's trying to pick up the rhythm of Landon, who's doing a good job of holding him on. 1 away here in the second inning, 1-0. Big win for the New York Yankees. I'm a huge Yankees fan. You'll learn as the season goes on. We just beat the Cubs in 13 innings. 2-1. Jose Trevino with the walk-off. Oral Roberts University alum. This is Troy Harding hitting for the Pilots, who sneaks that one on the ground. That's going to get through, all the way through. Kelly picks it up. The throw in is cut off by Matheson. It's going to be an RBI for Troy Harding. RBI single for Harding. It's 2-0 Pilots.
Batting for the Pilots, number 4, the designated hitter. Hiraki.
Designated hitter Braden Hiraki stepping in. Another Northridge guy, but this guy's listed as a pitcher on the Pilots website. Ball sneaks away from Beck behind the plate. Moving up to second is Harding. Thank you, Mr. Plunkett. I appreciate the high-quality broadcast. We had to change some settings, and by we, I mean the Miners did it for me. They're broadcast guys, so shout out to them for getting that set up for me. I love to broadcast. I love to do play-by-play, but all the technology stuff behind it is a little different story. 1-0 to Hiraki is just missing outside, 2-0. Hiraki, like I said, listed as a pitcher, hitting 9th and DHing for the Pilots today. Doesn't look like a pitcher at the plate. It's got a good stance. Crowds the plate for sure. Good hack there by Hiraki on a breaking ball. Comes up empty though. Will Kelly out there in right field. Getting a shout out by Karen Roberts, which is awesome. Love to see the fans shouting out the players. Gives me something to talk about a little more. That ball just missed outside. Curveball missing arm side was the problem I had yesterday. Landon kind of having the same issue here. 3-1's the count to the 9-hole Hiraki, the DH. Mentioned earlier, Cody, a Tarleton State pitcher. Transferred over from New Mexico after his freshman year. Also the guy I'm in the room with. That breaking ball is a good one in there for strike 2. 3-1 breaking ball. I like that he's confident with it. Braden, or who am I talking about? Braden's the hitter. Landon Cody and I, the pitcher, are staying at the same host family. Great guy. Had him on the interview the other day. People got to meet him. Ground ball stays fair to Matheson, who picks it up and steps on first. Runner goes to third is Troy Harding. So score that a 3 unassisted.
Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 9, Lance Gardner.
And now the top of the lineup coming back up is Lance Gardner, the shortstop. Single in the first, a 2-pitch single in the first. Getting a second at-bat here in the second inning. Saddleback College is where this guy goes to school. I want to keep saying alum. They're not alumni. It's where they go to school. There is an infielder listed here, Logan Galina, for the Pilots, who also goes to New Mexico, who goes to school in New Mexico, just New Mexico State, which is the Aggies. Breaking ball just missing, arm side, inside to Gardner. 2-0's our score here in the second inning, 2 away. Chinooks looking to get in the win column this season. 2-0 is down and away, gets away from tie just a little bit. Runner does not advance home, as you can see on the nice broadcast tonight. That doesn't have many glitching. How about that? You can just see everything on there. You can see the mountains in the background. You can see our hill out there on the left. We got a couple of fans out there tonight. Not as many fans rolling down the hill as we saw the other night. 2 on home. Here it is. Just hacked and miss. Gardner in a 2-2 count now. You know, Trenton mentioned in the YouTube chat that he lives with Landon for 12 years of his life. Good luck. Here's a 2-2 home from him. That ball's lined to left. Racing back is Weaver. Puts his glove up and over his head. RBI double for Lance Gardner, who's got a single and a double halfway to the cycle through 2 innings. That ball just snuck over Weaver's head out there and left. Thought he had a beat on it. Regardless, it's an RBI double. So 3-0's our score here in the second inning. This lineup sure can hit, let me tell you.
Pilots number 2, Ben Newton.
Coming into today, they have 10 RBIs, 13 walks. They walk quite a bit. They're a very patient group. Ben Newton, the right fielder, steps in, who hits this ball on the right side. Matheson gloves it. Good awareness by Lance Gardner. Nobody was over there. The second baseman went to field the ball as well. Matheson laid out, put his glove on it, and knocked it kind of towards where second base is. So from second to home goes Gardner on the weird infield single by Ben Newton.
Batting for the Pilots, number 7, Ali Camarero.
Ali Camarillo steps in. 4-0's our score. RBI single for Camarillo in the first. Chinook's going to have to get the bats going tonight. Seems like no better chance than tonight to get them hot. Camarillo swings and misses at the breaking ball on 1. Four nothing's our score. Chinooks down early, but plenty of baseball left. Cody gets the sign, checks the runner, kicks and fires in the 0-1, which is a breaking ball that's popped straight up in the air. Matheson calls everybody off, sticks his glove underneath it, and puts it away. So 3 runs come across. 4-0's our score.
As we head to the bottom of the second inning on the scoreboard.
Led to the bottom of the second inning. Chinooks looking to get on the board here.
The Pilots 4, the Chinooks 0. Tonight's game brought to you by the Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Experience the freedom of accessing your account wherever you are. Quickly transfer money, check balances, pay bills, and more from the convenience of your mobile device using the MV mobile app. It's simple, secure, and convenient. Download it today from your smartphone store and enjoy banking freedom with Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union, a sponsor of tonight's Chinooks baseball game.
I got your hands in mine, and you don't have to listen carefully. I'll tell you 1,000 times. Anything you feel, put it all on me. All of your thoughts, I want everything. And when you get sad, like you do sometimes, put it all on me. Put it all on me. I lift you when you're feeling low. I'll hold you when the night gets cold. You'll never have to be.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 15, Ryan Matheson.
Ryan Matheson set to lead off the second inning. Had a big double last night at the Miners Field. Good swing, too. Put it out there to right center. First pitch swinging like he did last night for the double. Chased that one a little bit. Oh, and 1. 4-0's our score. As Matheson looks at strike 2, 0-2. Landon hasn't really got himself in trouble. They've just put good barrels on the ball, and that's all you can ask for from the Pilots. And Landon's really filling up the zone. Not any walks yet. Matheson down on strikes. Serrano gets his second strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts coming from this last inning.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 22, the designated hitter, Austin Young.
DH Austin Young steps in. 0 for 6 to start the season. Seems like a great time to get on the board. Serrano gets a sign, turns, kicks, and fires his first pitch to Young, which is a breaking ball down low, 1-0. Leadoff walk by Saunier in the first, which led to a pickoff. Since then, nobody's found their way on base yet here with 1 out in the second inning. Young fouls that one away. Young's got a good swing. I like the way he's quick to the ball and really drives through it. So you see it a lot in BP. I'm out there shagging normally. Really drives the ball a long ways. 1-1 home. Here it is. Slider that catches the zone. Saw Landon throwing like that a little bit earlier, and it just wasn't called a strike. Nonetheless, it's 1-2 now on Austin Young. One, two is a slider, just missing. A little distracted here in the second inning. It's 4-0's our score. Chinooks down. Now a new game has evolved on the hill. I'll tell you about it after this 2-2 home to Austin Young. It's fouled away. My camera stayed on, thankfully. Ben Weaver over to grab the ball. The game that's over on the hill right now is the kids are just throwing a baseball up and letting it roll down, which would be a game I would have absolutely loved to play as a 6-year-old. Two to Young is, I think, hit off the knob, and it bounced just a little behind him. So it's a foul ball, not a hit by pitch by any means. Count stays at 2-2. Here's the pitch to Young. Slider that catches the zone. 3 straight strikeouts. That one was looking. Now we got 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 9, Maddox Ryan.
Maddox Ryan, the second baseman, getting a start here. Maddox, another guy on my van that I really enjoy hanging out with. Taught me a lot in pool last night. Looks at strike one on the outside corner. The game 9-ball pool technically, since there's 9 balls with the 8 ball. I think that's how that works. And incredible with the pool cue. Patty McCormick, the other second baseman, calls him a shark, which is hilarious. A shark when we're playing pool. Me and Landon got to go there last night since we got a little bit earlier time off. 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to the right side, fouled away. One and 2 to Maddox Ryan. 4-0's our score. Chinooks down here early, still early. Plenty of time for us Chinook fans to cheer them on here later. That ball's a breaking ball that's swung on and a miss. So 4 straight strikeouts for Serrano. That one was swinging.
As we head to the top of the
quick
third
inning for the Chinooks. We head to the top of the third. It's 4-0.
The Pilots 4, the Chinooks 0. From dry cabins to dream homes, Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help finance that special place to call home. Wanting to finance recreational property your family's always wanted? They can do that too. Come to one of their convenient community offices or call one of their virtual community offices representatives to begin that loan process at MBFCU, Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union, a sponsor of tonight's Chinooks Baseball. Hey, get more out of life when you join us this coming Sunday afternoon right here at Lee Jordan Field as your hometown Chinooks. Go bat to bat, glove to glove with the Matsu Miners starting at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Admission is free, the drinks are ice cold, and the baseball is hot. Hey, when you came into the park, you got a red ticket. We've got a red ticket winning number. Are you ready for this? For a great big bug zapper from the Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Here's your winning ticket number, 208158. 208158. If you've got 208158, you've got a brand new bug zapper from Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Now, coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 24, Grant Weiss.
Top of the third, 4-0. Pilots are up early. Grant Weiss leading it off for the Pilots. Looks at ball 1-0. Swung and a miss at a breaking ball there. I believe, now I could be wrong, but I believe that's Will Kelly's girlfriend. That ball's lined down the line. Is it going to stay fair? It will. Rounding first on his way to second. That's going to be a stand-up double for Grant Weiss. More trouble for the Chinooks as a leadoff double. Now, Abby, if I remember right, you are Will Kelly's girlfriend, and Will told me the other day that you really wanted a joke. Now, ironic jokes are not my best strong suit, I'll be honest with you. Tender Sugita steps in here for the Pilots with a runner on second, nobody away. But I'll give you a good joke. I think of one for a second. Hang on. I wasn't prepared for that yet. I wasn't expecting one here in the third inning. Strike one to Sugita, I think is how I said it. I think I said Shigita last time, Sugita that time. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good joke for you. I could go with the obvious, is that strike 2. I could go with there's more planes in the sea than there are submarines in the sky, but that's just plain to see, which is my favorite joke, but a lot of people either don't understand it or don't find it as funny as I do, which is fine. That is my favorite joke of all time right there. I don't know why. It's a good dad joke that makes me laugh. That ball's hit in the air to center. Racing back is Saunier. Tagging his runner from second. He's going to take off. Saunier into Beeman as Weiss moves to third. So score that a fly out, and then the runner advances. F8 is how you score that if you're trying to learn to score at home. Sean Montoya stepping in, the center fielder. Abby, I fear that you didn't like that joke at all. I'll have to get some more in the half inning. I guess I could look right now. It seems a little unprofessional, but I don't care. I'm the only one. Ball low, 1-0. That ball's hit on the ground to the first baseman. A little cue ball. This hits to Matheson. Matheson chased him back down the line. Tags him out. Now, I don't know why Montoya thought that there was 2 outs there. That was the only reason. It wouldn't have even mattered.
Batting for the Pilots, number 8, Alex Seguin.
Alex Seguin steps in. I appreciate Abby liked that joke. I've got one more for. I'll save it for the 6th inning because that's a good time for that joke. 5-0's our score. As that pitch has been called a strike multiple times tonight. However, Landon not getting the call. Seguin in for the 2nd time. 5-0 here in the 3rd inning. Ball down low. Chinooks really need to get some bats going. That fastball's in there for a strike, 3-1. Ball away, 3-1. It's a walk. Seguin walks. That'll bring out
Batting for the Pilots, number 3, Troy
Harding. Sorry, I'm struggling here. I've got a lot going on today. I woke up not feeling all that great. Got some Pedialyte in me. Shout out to my host mom for getting me Pedialyte, some Advil. Took a nap, felt incredible before the game. Great host family we got this year, me and Landon. First pitch to Troy Harding is upstairs, 1-0. Harding, a L.A. Harbor College. Now, where L.A. is, I would imagine it's Los Angeles, considering he's from Long Beach, California. Could be Louisiana. I think that's the abbreviation is L.A. for Louisiana as well. Pickoff move to first is in vain. We do have a fan out there. You can kind of see it on the screen out in left field. He has his 10 out there, just kind of sitting in the left field hill, which seems like a great angle for the game. 1-0's downstairs, 2-0. I guess I'll tell you the joke now if you really want another one. My mom, a couple weeks ago when I was home, here's a 2-0. It's hit in the air to center. Saunier underneath it, calls off Kelly and right.
As we head
So
to
another
third
run for the
inning,
Pilots.
on the scoreboard,
5-0's our
one
score. I'll
man
finish the
left on
joke.
base. The score, the Pilots 5, your Chinooks
My mom sent me to the
0.
store to get 6 cans
Reward
of
yourself
Sprite
with a Visa
the other
Classic
day.
From Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union and help build a better financial
So when I got
future.
home,
The MVFCU
handed to her, she was
Visa
very
Classic
upset.
card
God,
comes
like,
with no
weirdly
annual fees
upset with
and
me.
an interest
I said, Mom,
rate
why are you
as
so
low
mad
as
at me?
7.25%. The
And it was
Matanuska Valley
because I had
Federal
picked
Credit
7
Union
up,
is a
not
proud
6.
sponsor of Chinook baseball.
So that's just another joke that I love. I'm glad 42 of you are still listening to me for who knows why. I'll come back in just a second. Serrano's got 4 straight strikeouts. We'll talk about that a little more. Maybe the Chinooks can get on the board here.
Well, I'ma take a ride. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine. And that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled when love is grown in southern ground, and a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit you.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 8, Ben Weaver.
Ben Weaver stepping in, another Yankees fan. I was mentioning the Yankees earlier. Him and I connected on that very early, probably within the first 20 minutes of meeting each other. Weaver's a good guy. And not just because he's a Yankees fan. Incredible athlete as well. He can really go get the ball out there in the outfield. Ball sneaks away from the catcher. 1-1's now the count. Five nothing's our score. Bottom of the third. Weaver looks at that one right there for him. Count goes to 1-2. One, two to Weaver's downstairs. He takes a look at it before it gets to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It seems to me that Landon Cody might be done. Nobody's warming up down there, but the way he's walking around would show that he might be finished for the night. 2-2 home to Weaver's downstairs, ball 3. Weaver getting his second start, his 4th at-bat. 0 for 3 on the season so far. Full count. That ball's inside, ball 4. Just missed. So Weaver is the second base runner of the game for the Chinooks.
Les Bailey Associates team.
That'll bring up the catcher,
For your Chinooks,
Ty Beck.
23, the catcher, Ty B.B. Beck.
Ty Beck hitting 8th, and then it'll be Alec Beeman before we roll the lineup back over. Nobody on, or 1 man on, nobody out. Weaver over there at first base. Serrano gets a sign and throws a ball down low. 1-0 to Beck. Played with Ty's older brother Jackson, who I mentioned earlier had a beautiful wedding on Friday of last week. Ty couldn't make it. He was finishing out his season out in Ohio. 1-0's fastball right there for 1-1. Coach John Groth over down there at third base is the third base coach. Can't see him or Mark Ortiz in this shot. But Mark Ortiz is the first base coach again here today. 1-1 to Beck. Here it is. Beck almost goes around. Check down to the umpire out there. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Chinooks down 5-0 here in the third inning. Beck looks at that one, just missing down low. The count goes to 3-1. So no hits for the Chinooks yet, but 2 walks, and Serrano's in danger of giving up a third. Serrano gets the sign. Weaver gets his lead over there at first. Kicks and fires in. The ball outside. That's a strike. That was way outside. Nothing you can do about it, though. The count moves to full 3-2. Very excited you guys can see the stream tonight. Makes me a little excited for you guys. For me, too, honestly. 3 games in, we got it all figured out. 3-2's fouled away. Beck's first swing.
And that foul ball is sponsored by Bright Star Care for all your home care needs.
Ty Beck getting his first at-bat of the season and making it a good one. 3-2. It'll be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming here. Serrano gets the sign. Pickoff to first is in vain. Weaver back in safely, which is a good sign, judging off what we've kind of seen on the base pass here early in this season. Couple of pickoffs. Yesterday, I'm not sure if it was talked about much by my colleague Zach Cole. Had some interesting base running rules that were put in place. 3-2 home. It's hit on the ground to short. This could be 2. 6-4 to 3. It's a double play. Ty Beck rolls up into a double play. Omar gets the out he needed there, so second inning out of 3 where the leadoff hitter is on. And just like that, next batter later, they have 2 outs.
Batting for your Chinooks, number 7, Alec Beeman.
Shortstop Alec Beeman. Now this guy is a heck of an athlete. Saw him work out, doing some workout stuff today, he taught me. Looks at ball 1. If I can explain this to you in a way that would make sense, I'll try my best. Beeman would be upstairs at the Alaskan Club and kind of lean over. There's a 1-0. So he'd stretch his knees out. It's a 1-1 apparently. He'd bend his knees but kind of keep his back straight and go all the way down until his knees touch the ground. And then straight back up as soon as his knees touch the ground. It's kind of an interesting look. It's really impressive that he could do it. Beeman looks at strike 2. Just kidding, that's ball 2. So it seems to be a little more all over the place today. I like Beeman's stance. Kind of reminds me of Chris Bryant. If you guys know who that is. Beeman fouls that one away. I wonder where this...
And that foul ball is sponsored by Chepo's Mexican Restaurant for fine cuisine.
You guys could hear that. Chepo's was the sponsor of that foul ball. Haven't been to Chepo's yet. Kind of excited. It does sound good. Haven't really eaten yet today. I had some watermelon earlier. Need to eat a little more today. It's not really good for me. 2-2 home to Beeman. Here it is. It's fouled away. Where's this sponsored by?
And that foul ball is sponsored by Three Bears Alaska.
Three Bears Alaska. And I've heard incredible things about that place too. Haven't got to venture yet much. We had practice day 6th and 7th and 3 games from Wednesday to Friday. We get an off day tomorrow. I'll tell you a little bit about that next inning. Beeman hits one on the ground to shortstop. Gardner throws over to Shigita at first. So another 1-2-3 inning. This one is not as normal as the last one.
As we head to the top of the 4th on the scoreboard, no hits, no runs, no errors.
So no hits, no runs, no errors. You heard the PA guy there. 5-0's our score. Chinooks, we head to the 4th inning.
Rates another great reason to consider Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union for all your financial needs and experience the MVFCU way. Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union is sponsor of tonight's Chinooks baseball game. When you came into the stadium, you received a red ticket. Grab those red tickets. We've got a brand new chair just in time for baseball season. Given away to you by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Here's your winning ticket number. It is 208-279. 208-279. If you have 208-279, you got a brand new chair just in time for baseball season from Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. And you can redeem your tickets for prizes at the Chinook tent merchandising chest. And this Chinook call to the bullpen brought to you by your Alaskan-owned Napa Auto Parts. The Chinook pitcher, number 18, James Aaron, on the mound.
New pitcher to tell you about, it's James Aaron getting his first appearance this season. An Alaska native from Wasilla. Goes to Corbin University. Great guy, too. Awesome hair. Let me tell you, that hair is some of the best on the team. Now, I would say that the Chinooks have the best hair in the league. But this guy might have the best hair on the team.
Now batting.
A lot of good hair.
Number 4,
long,
Braden
real flowing. Now, James
Hiraki.
Groth, our coach, or John Groth, who the heck is James Groth? Coach Groth told us yesterday that he liked his guys at Tyler Community College in Texas. First pitch is bunted. It's going to be a tough play. He throws it away. James Aaron does. So adding insult to injury. Troy Harding gets a bunt single and an error. So a runner on second for the second straight inning with nobody away. 5-0. Chinooks are down.
At the plate for the Pilots, number 9, Lance Gardner.
Lance Gardner. Well, it must have been Hiroki that bunted there. I apologize. I must have just not put Harding's at-bat in. I think Harding popped out to end the inning. Regardless, it's Lance Gardner hitting now. Third at-bat in 3 innings. He's halfway to the cycle. Gardner is. I say that quietly because I don't want him to worry about it. That ball's way upstairs at his head. It's kind of scary. Five, nothing. Chinooks down. 8 hits, 5 runs. 7 of those hits and all 5 of those runs were from Landon Cody's 3 innings of work today. Aaron drops a breaking ball in there for strike. 1-1. 2-1, excuse me. Lovely night here in Alaska. This is the most Alaskan day I think I've seen here. Just real cloudy, overcast. Weather's cool. Gardner swings and misses on that one. Single back in the first and an RBI double in the second for Gardner. James Aaron on the mound, making his first start for the Chinooks. That ball's fouled away. Count remains at 2-2. Chinooks won't play the Pilots again until the 29th. So 19 days in between games here. Off day tomorrow for the Chinooks, as in we start a 7-day game streak. Breaking ball upstairs. We'll play the Miners, Bucks, and then at the Miners. 2 games against the Oilers on Wednesday and Thursday, and then the Miners on Friday, Bucks on Saturday. I guess I'll play 8 straight games because then we'll play at the Miners. 8 straight games. Next off day is June 20th after tomorrow. So us Chinooks are going to have to really embellish on these off days when we get them. Fouled away. Beck couldn't hold on to it. 3-2, the count remains. Gardner putting together a really good at-bat. Omar Serrano dealing for the Chinooks on the other side of the ball. Really glad the broadcast, I've mentioned this a couple of times, looks better for you guys today. You guys can actually kind of see what's going on. I was trying to think of run things in 4K almost the other day, which is a bit ridiculous. I mean, ground ball to third. Jack picks it up cleanly, throws over to Matheson at first. Scored 5-3. Gardner's put down for the first time tonight, 2 for 3. Runner does not advance. Ben Newton will step in, the right fielder.
At the plate for the
Fresno
Pilots,
State
22,
sophomore.
Ben Newton.
From Albany, California. James Aaron battled with an injury inside his hip over the last couple of seasons, so he's getting to really get after it again for the first time in a while. Newton disgusted with himself after that, swing fouled away. 0-1. The dual ear flap is what Newton has got going here, which extends kind of down to his chin. It's almost like they're connecting, like it would be a football mask almost. 0-1, there it is. Ground ball up the middle. Good snag there by Aaron. One hopper, and Aaron makes a good play. Newton is set down, score that 1-3. And now with 2 away here in the inning, that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Ali Camarillo. Sorry, I've said it differently every time as well. There's about 4 names that I'm going to have to learn all season long. Full schedule ahead after tomorrow, as I was mentioning a little bit ago. Lot to do coming up for this Chinook team. A lot of runs that need to be scored as well. 5-0's our score. Runner on third here with 2 away. Runner on third is Hiraki after the bunt single that was thrown into right field by Aaron. So made up for that with that last play. 2 away. Camarillo fouls that one off. Temperature dropping precipitously from what it was earlier today. And very nice warm day and cooling off here as the night cap rolls in. Aaron drops in a slider for strike 2. 0-2, looking to get out of this one. This would be the first inning, knock on wood, if we can get away. Second inning in a row that we could get away with without a run. Ground ball hit hard to second base. Maddox picks it up, dropped it, picked it up, threw it on to first. recovering after the little drop of the ball. Maddox Ryan, no one hit, no runs, and no errors in the inning.
Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Alaska State.
We head to the bottom of the inning. It's 5-0. Chinooks looking to get on the board here.
Check out the Kid Zone for an experience they won't soon forget. This year's Alaska State Fair Kid Zone, sponsored by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. It's the MVFCU way. Starting off the bottom of the fourth for your Chinooks.
Alexander Sonye leading off the third inning.
Sonye.
Or the fourth inning, excuse me. Xander led off the game with a walk and then was proceeded to be picked off over there at first base in the first inning. That ball's lined to left and it's going to be a base hit. How about that? First hit of the game for the Chinooks. And it couldn't come at a better time. A leadoff single here in the fourth. Good piece of hitting there by Sonye. Flipped that fastball into left field. Really covers the bat well.
For your Chinooks, number 14, Will Kelly.
Will Kelly steps in, the right fielder. Got a lot of Pilots fans in the group, huh? That's all right. Love all of the people in there, all 45 of you guys. Glad to have them all. Will Kelly steps in, and Will Kelly's girlfriend is also in the group chat, so excited to have her watch this game. Actually work tonight. I know she was a little upset earlier on that she couldn't really watch the game. She has to stay up late, so now she gets to actually watch Will Kelly hit. Looks at a ball outside, 2-0. For all the girlfriends and family members that are watching back home, I want to thank you guys for that. Love getting to broadcast and play with these guys as well. It's a blast being out there with them. Is a fastball that's cut on and missed. Foul tip in and out of the catcher's glove behind him. You know, Will, yesterday, I want to point this out. When I was in to pitch my second inning of work, a ball was hit to right center. Will covered probably 100 feet of ground and made a nice sliding catch in right center to kind of save my no-hit streak. It was good at bat. Just an even better catch by Will out there in right center. So tip of the cap to Will. I gave him one there. Pickoff attempt is no good. Sonye learned from the first time. Will told me that he was trying to watch the Miners broadcast of it last night and just couldn't. It stopped working, which he shouldn't have a problem with. So if he makes a diving catch today, he'll be able to see it. 2-1 to Will Kelly. Here it is. Fastball right there, strike two. Will also shaves his head. I mentioned it earlier. Before every game, before every season. Shaves it completely bald. Hilarious guy. Really funny guy. Need to get him in for an interview one of these days. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's a pitch to Will Kelly. Before that pitch is a pickoff move over there on Sonye. Not getting him this time. Sonye over first. Kelly at the plate, down 5-0. Leadoff hitter on. Another pickoff move. Let's get this thing going, huh? Omar Serrano on the mound for the Pilots. I am excited for this hot dog that I'm probably going to get it at some point soon. Ketchup on the hot dog is extremely necessary. It's something that I've grown to love over the last year. Kelly fouls that one off to the left side. Wonder where this one's going to be sponsored.
Foul ball sponsored by AFL-CIO Labor's Local 341.
Fans here love that. They love that. And I don't blame them. It's a good time. Heck of an at-bat by Will Kelly for the second at-bat of the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Cut on and miss. Good changeup there by Serrano. Down on strikes. 5th strikeout in 4 innings. It's also worth pointing out that 3 of the 4 innings, the leadoff hitter has gotten on for the Chinooks.
Jack Lawrence.
Jack, still the only guy with an RBI on this team. 2-run homer in the first inning of the season. Back on the 8th, which was Wednesday. Another pickoff attempt over there at Sagne. The ball kind of trickled away from Camarillo. No reason to attempt anything there. Jack Lawrence. Frostburg State. I said that a couple of times, and I'll probably say it a lot this year. Check swing is chopped to the shortstop. A weird pop-up there. I don't think he meant to swing. Got a good barrel on it, though. Regardless, it's a put-away out there. 6 unassisted. So now with 2 away, that brings up Ryan Matheson, the first baseman. Mentioned early on that he really charged the ball well. Puts a good charge into one against the Miners yesterday. Put it into right center. Love to see him do it here again. Looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Matheson down on strikes in his first at-bat in the second inning. One of the 5 victims Serrano's set down to this point. Beautiful, beautiful night here in Chugiak Eagle River. I always was saying, you know what? It's not even worth saying at this point. I'm not sure what I was saying. Now that I know it's Chugiak, I'll never say it wrong again. Chigawak, I think is how I was saying it probably. That's not right though, obviously. Matheson looks at a fastball panning the outside corner. He wasn't a big fan of that call. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 5-0's our score here in the 4th inning. The ball's downstairs. Sonia stays put at first base. A lot of fans out here tonight. Big, nice crowd on hand. They kind of trickled in as the game went on. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Matheson. Ball's foul tipped into the catcher's glove for his second strikeout. Is 6 for Serrano in this game. So we head to the 5th inning. 5-0's our score.
At the top of the 5th inning on the scoreboard. 1 hit, 1 man left on base.
Pilots do have a hit, or the Chinooks do have a hit.
The Chinooks 0.
Just no runs yet. Slowly getting our way into it.
And tonight's game brought to you by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. From very humble beginnings, MVFCU has grown into a full-service financial partner with over 50,000 member owners. They're a sponsor of tonight's Chinooks Baseball.
Feel my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will lead, but I say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
James Aaron back for his second inning of work. Aaron
Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 24.
regardless, I don't care how we say it. I'm going to say Aaron. I'm going to ask him after the game, actually. I like these guys knowing that they can tell me things. Guy they can open up to. Not really sure where I'm going with this. 5-0's our score. Heading into the fifth inning, Grant Weiss stepping in. That hit him, apparently. Hit by pitch to start the inning. So a hit by pitch. Sorry for the little lack of.
Number 38, Taryn Sagita.
Terrence Sagita is how we'll say it, along with the PA announcer. Hit by pitch, and that'll bring up Taryn, who looks at a ball outside, 1-0. 5-0. Here in the fifth inning, it's a little late to be calling it early. Plenty of time, but still early is a bit much. James upstairs, 2-0. We might get to see this new pitcher tonight. I think he's set to pitch after James. Got a couple other guys that probably will be available. The ball's outside, just missing, 3-0. And there he is getting loose on there. You guys can't see him. I think his name is Jacob Holst, is his last name. Grace High School alum. Here in, I think it's either, the Grace High School is either in Chugiak or Eagle River. One of the two. That ball just missed upstairs. So 4-pitch walk. Runners on first and second to start this inning. Pitching coach Troy coming out to let our guy down in the pen know that he needs to get hot in a hurry. So we have now exhausted all 8 pitchers that were on the opening day staff. Jacob Holst got signed and brought on a couple of days yesterday. So 8 of the 9, with Jacob being the 9th, coming to pitch in this first of 3 games. I guess I'm in there as well, so now we technically have 10. I'm going to call it 9.5 with me. I'm not going to really call myself a pitcher by any means. Just out there throwing pitches from the mound. Sean Montoya will be the next batter.
Batting for the Pilots, number 5, Sean Montoya.
San Diego State. Another Aztec out there. How about that? You know, it's weird to me that I don't really, I don't pay attention much. Well, I do. What am I saying? But I learn all these colleges' mascots, and why I remember them all is beyond me, as that ball's fouled off to the left side. Not a good play there by our guy protecting our bullpen catcher. My host dad is here at the game, and he's a DJ. He's trying to tell me to tell the guy running the iPad on the other side of this wall. You're doing a great job. There's a kid. To put a 3-second outro on the music. I'm not, DJ James, I'd love for you to come and do the music for me. I know you won't hear this, but shout out to DJ James. Awesome host dad. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball fisted up the middle. It's going to get down for a base hit. Runner held at third base. Sonye gets it in. Just kind of shot the ball off his fist out there to center. Now the bases are going to be loaded for Alex Seguin.
Batting for the Pilots, number 8, Alex Seguin.
I think the PA announcer said it differently every time, too. Want to thank all 42 of you guys again for being in this chat. We've kind of been staying around the 35 to 50 range, which has been awesome. Love talking to all you guys. Getting late in the lower 48 Central Time Zone. It's 11:30-ish. Eastern Time Zone, just around 12:30 in the morning. So if I am what is keeping you guys awake, I appreciate that. But if I am putting you to sleep, I would not be too upset about it either. Foul ball for strike 1 off Alex Seguin. Bases loaded, nobody gone. West Coast, I guess it's only 9:30, so you got plenty of time to stay awake with me. Sun might even still be up out there. Here in Alaska, the sun just doesn't go down, which is shocking. Breaking ball just missed. Ty kind of followed it out there. Here for a beautiful night of baseball. Can't get enough of this sport. Chukiak Eagle River really does love the Chinooks, too. A lot of good fans. The ball's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 pitch. 83 to 86 is right around where James is throwing tonight. Was up around 90 before he got that hip injury I was talking about earlier. Which is known, and so I would assume by the end of the year, end of the season, he'll be 86, 88. Steadily, with a nice breaking ball as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to work his way out of danger. Nobody out. The bases are juiced. Alex Seguin looking to do something about this situation as well. Aaron gets a sign, kicks and fires it in. On the ground to Matheson is short. Not Matheson. It'll be a 4-6-3 double play to Matheson. That's Maddox, excuse me, at second base to Beeman over to Matheson. So they'll give up the run, but they get 2 outs. Beautiful 4-6-3 double play there.
Batting for the Pilots, number 3, Troy Harding.
As a hitter, you're thankful for the RBI. You tack on an extra run to make it 6-0. But there's a lot that actually is probably the second or third worst option in that at bat. A strikeout and a pop-up are probably the other 2. That could be the third worst option in that situation. Ball down low to Troy Harding, who had an at-bat, but I completely forgot what he did. I want to say he popped up. 1 ball, no strikes. Aaron's second pitch of the at-bat is down low as well. I need a new chair. I think this is the second game in here. And I have decided that I will absolutely need a new chair for the rest of the season. I'm on a stool. This has to be terrible for my back. Got to do something about that. Somebody did win a chair as Harding swings and misses at strike 2. Somebody won a chair earlier tonight, and I'd love to talk to them about getting one in here. If they're giving away chairs to the fans, why don't they give one to the play-by-play guy? You know what I'm saying? It's neither here nor there at this moment. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for James Aaron on the mound, who just a minute ago had the bases loaded, but got out of that with a double play, only allowing 1 run. Aaron's next pitch is in the dirt. Good job there by Ty Beck behind the plate. Like these pilots' uniforms. Ball's hit on the ground to beam and it's short. Makes it look easy. The throw to first is in plenty of time. 6-3, so what a good job by Aaron to get it out of that with only allowing a run. Bases loaded, nobody out. They come away with 1 run. We head to the bottom of the 5th.
Chinooks 0.
6-0 Chinook, or 6-0.
Established in 1948, Palmer, Matanuska Valley
Pilots.
Federal Credit Union would like to invite you to become a part of a growing and thriving group of families who believe in the simple idea of people helping people. Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union, come experience the MVFCU way. They are a proud sponsor of tonight's Chinooks baseball.
Good job, Blue. Good job, Blue.
If you didn't get any dinner on your way out to the ballpark, the Chinook Shack, there's no lines, it's wide open. Delicious hamburgers and hot dogs cooked up by our grill master, Bill Waddell.
Welcome back.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 22, Austin Young.
Austin Young set to start the bottom of the 5th. Went down looking in his first at bat of the 2nd inning. 6-0 is our score. Bottom 5. What better way to spend your night on a Friday than watching some Chinook baseball, whether you're here or on YouTube. Looks at ball 1. Serrano back out there for his 5th inning of work. 6 strikeouts. Has been masterful on the mound. Only allowing 1 hit as well and no runs. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. 1-1. Mark Ortiz looking good down that first base line in the first base coaching box. 1-1. Here it is. Young a little late swinging at that break ball. Looks like he gave up on it a little soon. Now 2 strikes, and Young's got to protect. See about 3 or 4 fans down the line. Up on the hill. A couple further out. They may just be sitting up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is from Serrano. Ball's hit on the ground to second base. Seguin throws over to Camarillo. 4-3 putout. That'll be the first out of the inning. Maddox Ryan will step in.
Number 9, Maddox Ryan.
Penn State Harrison. Or Harrisburg, excuse me, not Harrison. Penn State Harrisburg is where he goes to school. Looks at strike 1 on 1. Not a lot of offense to show for the Chinooks so far. Everybody's still kind of getting adjusted. I don't expect too much yet. Just downstairs, 1-1. Serrano's also putting together a masterful job here. Maddox looks at ball 2, 2-1 on the inside corner. Two balls, 1 strike. Looks at that one down and away for strike 2. 2-2. I've only seen 2 moose out here. Haven't seen a bear yet. I think that's kind of will be the pinnacle is when I see a bear. That'll be really cool. Maddox looks at strike 3, a backwards strikeout, his second of the game, and 7th for Mr. Omar Serrano, who's putting together a masterful job on the mound tonight.
Chinooks, number 8, Ben Weaver.
Ben Weaver steps in, who walked his last at-bat. Ben with a first pitch hack. Good swing there by the left fielder. Cut on and missed. Can't overstate how good Serrano has been on the mound for the Pilots tonight. That ball's lined to left. Is that going to get down? Laying out. He makes the beautiful play. What a catch by Grant Weiss out there in left field. Falling away from him, he lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
The 6th inning, no hits, no
And the
runs,
Chinooks
no
just
errors.
can't get a break.
Score, the Pilots 6. Your Chinooks 0. Tonight's game.
6-0's our score. We head to the 6th inning.
Valley Federal Credit Union. Hey, grab your red ticket.
We got to get some runs on the board, Chinooks. Here we go.
We've got another giveaway. This is for a brand new Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union water bottle. Add this to your collection if you have this winning ticket number. 208-271. 208-271. If you've got 208-271, you've got the brand new Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union water bottle, courtesy of the Chinooks. This Chinooks call to the bullpen brought to you by your Alaskan-owned Napa Auto Parts. On the mound for the Chinooks, number 30, pitcher Jacob Hulse, a graduate of Anchorage's Grace Christian School.
New pitcher to tell you about. It's the guy I mentioned earlier. It's Jacob Holst. Just graduated from Grace High School. Played for Coach Troy, the pitching coach, this last season. Was brought out here today wearing number 30. So another Chinook. You're getting to meet all the Chinooks here early on, especially on the pitching staff. 6-0's our score. Landon Cody started this one, and then James Aaron came in second. Jacob spelled J-A-C-O-B. I asked earlier if it was with a K or not, which you don't see very often, but of course those are the times that you'd see it more than you should. Jacob Holst played around here. Good to see. Now, what I will say is the weather is dropping precipitously. It is very chilly.
The designated hitter, Braden Hiraki.
Braden Hiraki, the 9-hole hitter, set to lead off against Jacob Holst. Holst making his Chinook debut tonight. Young tandem, young battery mate. Ty Beck just graduated high school. Jacob Holst just graduated high school. Both of these guys learning a lot here this season. Holst, first pitch is hit on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. Matheson picks it up. Good hustle from Hiraki, and he's called safe. The umpire had a view from behind the play And so what happened there is Haraki just kind of beat it out. Umpires are talking there. I want to say the umpire in the field thinks that Matheson might have missed him. Holst induces an out there, which should have been a ground out. Just a tough play. Good hustle by Haraki nonetheless. Tried to avoid the tag. Long conversation going on there. The call is going to stand. So Haraki's on with an infield single. What a weird play over there to start the 6th inning. I guess he just swiped the tag, and that's what the umpire's calling. I'm not entirely sure what that conversation was going on between the umpire and the fielder. So Lance Gardner, the leadoff hitter, RBI double in the second with a single in the first, hits this one on the ground. Going to be a tough play. No chance to get 2. They throw over to first. Good idea by Beeman just to get the out there. 2 for 4 on the night. Runner advances to second is Haraki. Holst has gotten 2 outs here early, and that brings up Ben Newton. Now this right here is tied back, so I would almost imagine that the Pilots do have our catcher's signs, which in my opinion is just a part of the game. There's not much you can do or say to really get that. Like, you can't really change that, is what I'm trying to say. And that's just a part of how baseball is. I'm trying to see what the sign would be. Ball in the dirt, good block there by Ty Beck. I have no issue with guys on second relaying signs to the hitter. What people do have issues with is what the Astros did a couple years ago, what other teams have done as well in the big leagues is relaying signs from cameras in the outfield. That's a little different ball game. Holst gets the sign, checks the runner, kicks and fires in the 0-1 or the 1-0. It's just outside, 2-0. We have officially exhausted the entire bullpen in 3 games. Argo on game 1 probably could have went longer, but they're just trying to let him get innings. Ground ball over to Matheson. Let's see if he steps on first this time. He will. Doesn't try to make a tag. 3 unassisted over there. Now 2 away, runner on third. That'll bring up Ali Camarillo.
Batting for the Pilots, number 7,
Northridge University.
Camarero.
Nearing the end of this one, sorta. It's the top of the 6th. It's about time for a hot dog, if I do say so myself. Fans running up the hill yet again down the left field line. Haven't really touched that part of the field. I think I might go up there at some point. Holst drops in a strike, 0-1. Breaking ball there. Good experience for Holst, regardless of if he's playing after his high school career or not. Ball's hit on the ground to Lawrence. Lawrence, one of the more sure-handed fielders I've seen to this point, throws on to first. 5-3 put out. No runs scored after this weird play to start the inning. 6-0 Chinooks are down.
No errors to score. The Pilots 6. Your Chinooks 0. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game brought to you by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Now you can handle all of your financial business without leaving the comfort of your home or office through MVFCU's virtual community office. Open an account, transfer money, close a loan. You can do it in an office, at home. You can do it, and they can do it for you virtually. Visit their website to make an appointment and experience the MVFCU way with their virtual community office.
The full moon
we were feeling alright. Back down a country road, the girls are always hot and the beer is ice cold. Cadillac, horns on the hood. My buddy Frankie had his dad hook him up good. Girls smile when we roll by. They hop in the back and we cruise to the riverside. Never gonna grow up. Never gonna slow down.
Ty Beck sets a lead off. The home half of the sixth, grounded into a double play in his
Batting for
first
the
at bat.
Chinooks, number 23, Ty Beck.
Now, this could be an issue, ladies and gentlemen. Camera is not working to this point. We're going to have to see if it'll correct itself here in just a second. 0-2 is the count, though. Beck swung on and missed. Strike three, so 1-2-3 goes down Beck. Strikeout looking. First out of the inning. Beeman will step up, the 9-hole hitter.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 7, Alex Beeman.
Got that one fixed. Strike one to Beeman. 0-1. I'll have to get this camera fixed for you guys. It looks pretty right there. 0-1's cut on a miss. 0-2, fouled back. Tip back. Sorry I had to get that fixed for you guys. 6-0's our score in the bottom of the sixth inning. Chinooks are down here. Beeman swung on and missed. Another strikeout there.
At the plate,
I
for the Chinooks,
believe
number 10, Zane Sane.
that's his 9th strikeout of the game for Serrano. A masterful job here. Zane Saunier steps in. Six to nothing. Chinooks trying to get on the board here since the first game of the year. Lost yesterday 6-0 as well. Ground ball hit on the ground, foul. Ground ball hit on the ground, foul. That's a double. It's not a double negative. I guess technically it would be a double negative in the sense. Kalen Haynes is the pitcher warming up down the line for your Chinooks. Saunier fouls that one away.
And the foul ball sponsored by Jason Fulmar of Veterans Realty Group.
Nobody on, 2 away, 2 strikes, 1 ball. To Saunier. Toronto gets a sign, kicks and fires in the 1-2 home. Hit on the ground to Gardner. Gardner picks the ball up, throws to first over there, and that'll be another out. Beautiful job we're seeing out of Serrano on the mound. 6 scoreless, 1-hit inning.
On the scoreboard. No hits, no runs, no errors.
We head to the top of the 7th.
6-0 ball game.
Grant Weiss leading it off, who made a great play earlier in this game. 6-0.
Tonight's game
Chinooks are
brought
down.
to you by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. From dry cabins to dream homes, MVFCU is here to help finance that special place to call home. They are a proud sponsor of tonight's Chinooks baseball game.
I got my first real 6 string, rolling out the fire.
And this Chinooks call to the bullpen brought to you by your Alaska Napa Auto Parts. On the mound for the Chinooks, number 50, Kalen Hayes from Cameron University.
New pitcher to tell you guys about.
Batting for the Pilots, number 24, Grant Weiss.
It's Kalen Haynes on the mound. Haynes pitched in game 1. Got the loss on that one. And he didn't pitch bad. Since then, he was working with general manager Chris Beck, getting some stuff out of getting it out of his system, I guess was what you'd say. Cameron University in Lawton, Oklahoma is where he pitched his collegiate career. He's done playing, but he's just finishing off his career here in Alaska, which I don't blame him one bit. Ball's popped up. Lawrence to the left side. Got plenty of room. And he makes the catch behind his head. Wasn't sure if he caught it or not, to be totally honest with you. At my angle, I couldn't really see. So Grant Weiss is put away with a pop out. That'll bring up Tanner Sagita. Sagita? Something like that. There are Pilots fans in this group, and I would love for one of you guys to tell me how to say some of these names. Seguin, I believe, is the other one. I was told in between innings that I am getting a hot dog. So don't fear, fans. I will get to eat my food. If you guys were worried about it, I was, a little bit. 1-0 home is fouled away by Sagita. 1-1. Haynes really worked with Beck the other day on being just nice and fluid. Kind of relaxing his arm a little bit. He seemed like he was tightening up everything, which caused some balls to get away from him in that first game, which kind of was his ultimate downfall. Looks a little bit more loose here today. Ball's kind of exploding out of his hand, too. Sagita 0 for 2 with a walk. Ground out to short, flew out to center, and has walked his 3 at-bats respectively. Sagita flares his hands at that one and just kind of stays alive. 1-2. Haynes has good stuff out there on the mound. Great team guy, too. 1-2. Ground ball hit on the ground, foul to the right side. Ground ball hit on the ground ball. Ground ball hit on the ground, foul. I've said that multiple times tonight. Ball hit on the ground, foul. I think is the right way to say that. Pitcher down the line for the Pilots. Toss that ball to the fans, which is always fun. Unfortunately, we need baseballs. We don't really need them, but it is nice to have our baseballs. Haynes gets a sign, turns, kicks, and fires in the 1-2, which flares it to center for Sonye. Puts it away just easily. Another F8 for Sagita. That'll bring up Sean Montoya, who's doubled, popped out, and grounded out.
Number 5, Sean Montoya.
2 for 3 with a double and a single. Did he go? Montoya, nobody to check with. Ty asked for the first base guy to check. As a lefty, you don't really see an angle. Ty got a good chuckle out of it. Might as well ask. Ball 1. Ground ball hit up the middle, base hit center field. Third hit of the night for Sean Montoya. Another single. I'll bring up Alex Seguin.
Now batting for the Pilots, number 8.
The mosquitoes here in Kansas, the mosquitoes here in Alaska are something to behold. Around this time till about 11:30 at night, they really can get after you. They're huge too. They're not these little small little mosquitoes we see back home. Now, granted, coming in, I was like, I've seen mosquitoes before. First pitch to Seguin is a fastball for strike 1. And I was telling Mark, because Mark and I came up together on the same flight, Coach Mark, the first base coach over there. I was like, we've seen them before, whatever, not a big deal. And then all of a sudden, I get up here, and there are these behemoths of mosquitoes all around me. Foul ball, strike 2. And it was a little weary. I didn't really know what I was doing. Stick around. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna turn the mic up again. Brendan Argomanes is doing the 7th inning stretch tonight. Now, if he can top Landon Cody, I'll be shocked, considering the interview we did on Game 1. Ground ball hit to the left side, foul. 0-2 still the count. However, Brendan will be doing the 7th inning stretch. He's also running the Twitter tonight, so anything you see on there is coming straight from his hands. It's a good joke by Greg. They are basically birds at this point. They are terrifying to see. There's one in here in my booth, and I wish you could see. They're just huge. Unbelievable. Haynes looks a lot better than he did the first game. Really settled in today. 0-2 home. Ground ball hit to third. Like I said, Jack, a sure-handed third baseman, picks it up, throws on to first. Matheson puts it away, but stick around. We're going to have 7th inning stretch. Brendan Argomanes, here he is.
One man left on base. The score, the Pilots 6, the Chinooks 0. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. It's a time-honored tradition here at Lee Jordan Field. We grab a Chinook, they sing and do their best. Take me out to the ballgame. I'll let him make the introduction.
This is Brendan Argomanes. Please stand for the 7th inning stretch.
Go Argo!
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the. If we don't win, it's a shame.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
I don't think I've ever heard singing quite like that. That was beautiful somewhere. It wasn't here, but beautiful. It really was.
She loves the music, tells the tales of her heart. She listens closely to the beat and the parts. She likes the songs that make her cry, the ones that pick her up and make her high. She likes the hip-hop, she loves to rock it. She's got country on her iPod in her pocket. She loves a guitar, She likes a fiddle, she even likes the ones where they just talk and rhyme and riddles, and she sings along as she's driving home, going all alone. Her life's
At the plate for your Chinooks, number 14, Will Kelly.
Will Kelly set to lead off the bottom of the 7th, down 6-0. Lefty on lefty matchup here. New pitcher to tell you about. Wish I could tell you the name. No numbers on the roster I have, so we're just going to have to take a guess. It is number 4 for you Pilots fans out there. Oh, is it Hiraki? It might be Hiraki pitching. The DH is pitching. How about that? Shohei Ohtani type thing. 6-0. Our score, Will Kelly up to bat again. 0 for 2 to this point with a ground out and a strikeout. And he walks 4 pitches. Good start to the inning. See if we can push across a run here in the 7th. No better way to start an inning than that. Jack Lawrence steps up to the plate.
At the plate for your Chinooks, number 25, Jack Lawrence.
Very cool day here in Eagle River. Chugiak Eagle River. First pitch to Lawrence. It's outside for strike 1. Outside for strike 1 is hilarious because it was outside, but it was a strike nonetheless. That ball missed inside, 1-1. Jack Lawrence, mentioned a couple of times, hit a home run in the first inning of Game 1. Opening night, goes yard to get the crowd really into it. But since that home run in the first inning, not a whole lot to write home about. Haven't scored since. Ground ball to Jack, from Jack, is fouled away. Coach Groth over there makes the play. Very glad you guys can see the broadcast. I've mentioned that a couple of times tonight. Just an incredible scenery we have out here at Chugiak Eagle River. I think probably the best scenery in the conference. That ball is laced foul down the right field line. Just snuck foul. Jack finding barrel. He kind of chopped one last time, like a half swing, check swing type thing. He popped out to the shortstop. But again, it was barrel. Runner on first. Jack pops that one up in the air to center field. Tough play. Center fielder, second baseman, and right fielder all there. Center fielder calls everybody up. It's Sean Montoya out there. I'll go down as an F8 for Jack Lawrence. So one away, runner on first for Ryan Matheson.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 15, Ryan Matheson.
6-0's our score here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Chinooks down here in the later innings. Ground ball to third, just foul. Matheson had a double yesterday, 2 strikeouts today. Fastball inside, had to back out of the way of it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. I am chilly today. It is very cold outside today. Not a huge fan of that. I'll say it. Line drive from Matheson into the gap in right center. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Montoya all the way around to get it. Kelly rounding third. He's on his way home. He'll score easily. Matheson on his way to third to throw. Not in time. It's a stand-up triple. Ryan Matheson.
And that home run sponsored by Fred Meyer's Home Run for Hunger campaign.
RBI triple. Will Kelly racing around the bases to score, and it's 6-1 now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, a brown bear has been spotted at the top of that hill in front of us. There are some children up there. We want to alert them to please use extreme caution, okay? Please use extreme caution. Look for the bear. Come down off the hill. Thank you.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard that or not. That's kind of crazy. A brown bear
batting for the Chinooks, number
has
22,
been spotted
Austin
on the hill
Young.
to the left. They're telling the kids to be careful. Now that's terrifying, I'll be honest. Austin Young looks at ball one. And it's terrifying, but earlier on in the broadcast, I did say I wanted to see a bear. Not sure where it is. I don't know if anybody really sees it yet because nobody's really turned around. 2 balls, no strikes to Young as that ball was inside. Everybody's looking for it but can't find it. Unless it's at the top. It might. Troy's pointing it out. I can't see it. We're trying to find it. Young fouls that one away.
And that foul ball sponsored by Cozy Interior, Alaska's Interior
and I know
Store.
my job is to broadcast this game. However, and the importance of my life, I think seeing this bear would be cooler than calling this next pitch, unless it's an Austin Young home. Not, it's ball 3. So absolutely, this bear is a little more important to me than that ball 3. That fan out there on the left hasn't moved. Clearly unfazed by the brown bear. I was told the only things that eat brown bear are brown bears. 3-1 home. It's to Young. He's going to score a run. It's going to be a tough play. The throw over is not in time. He beat it out. RBI single, infield single that is. Make it 6-2 now. The Chinooks have some life. Ryan Matheson with the RBI triple. Austin Young, RBI single. Maddox Ryan, it's your turn. How about that, huh? Still looking for that bear. Haven't been able to spot it yet. Really hope it comes up over that hill. Well, actually, I don't know if I wanted to or not. Just to peek over, I think is the only reason I'd want to see it. It's not in the tree line out there. So I would imagine it's further left out of the camera. Pitching coach comes out to talk to Rocky. And now this is hilarious. Now this is the perfect time to talk about this a little more. I don't see it. Troy is pointing it out. I'm trying to see where he's pointing. I don't see it. I'm just looking for movement at this point. The trees up there are moving due to the wind. So that's not the indication of the bear. I'm still shocked that that fan is out there on the hill by himself. Tucker Reed down there trying to find it as well. Tucker Reed looks like a young Matthew McConaughey. Kind of sounds like him too. Pitching coach has gone back to the dugout, which means I probably have to start focusing on the game a little more. 48 people listen to me talk about brown bears in the supposed hill, or the supposed brown bear in the hill over here to the left. Thank you guys for doing that. Maddox Ryan chops one foul. 1-1. Push another run across here. Make it 6-3. Make things very interesting going into the 8th. Nobody warming up for the Pilots down in their bullpen. This is his inning, at least for now. Pitt State Harrisburg. Maddox Ryan hits that one on the ground to short. That's going to be a safe. He beat it out. Gardner lost the handle as he was going to turn 2. Threw it to first, didn't have much of a handle there, so he kind of lobbed it over to first base. Maddox Ryan hustling, beats it out. So now runners on first and second, 1 away. And all those things that seem to have been going the way of the Pilots early on is going the way of the Chinooks here later. So Ben Weaver steps in. Chance to really do some damage. Runner on second, runner on first. He is the tying runner. Ben can really put a charge into the ball, too. Big hack there from Weaver. Looks like a changeup down low. 1-0, 0-1.
All right, now you're ready, Bubba. Now you're ready.
No balls, 1 strike, 6-2 is our score. Chinooks down. But the tying runner is on deck. I mentioned a minute ago that he was the tying runner. For some reason, I was 3 times 2ing it. I'm not real sure what I was doing to get to 6 there. The tying runner's on deck, not at the plate. Weaver hacks at another one. 1-2 now. I'm still looking for this bear, so I apologize for the pauses in between. Seems like I'll know about the bear when everybody else knows about the bear. 1-2 to Weaver. Here it is. Ball shot to center. It's going to get down. Growth is going to hold up that runner at third, and now the bases are loaded for Ty Beck. 1 away. Another single. 4 straight singles. 4 straight hits for the Chinooks. Coming into today's game, we only had 4 hits as a team. 4 straight hits here in the 7th inning.
At the
a little more life.
Chinooks,
So 6-2.
number 23,
Ty Beck steps in as the tying runner.
Ty Baby Beck.
Let's go, Ty!
Ty Beck, the catcher. General Manager Chris Beck's son, the youngest of 3, I believe.
Out of the park, out of the park.
Now, Ty fouled one back earlier and hit my camera. Hopefully he doesn't do that again here and puts it up. Same swing, just puts a little more barrel on it. Really barrels the ball. Big frame out of this freshman catcher. Going to the Masters University. We do have somebody going down to get loose for the Pilots. Ball's hit on the ground, foul. 1-1. Big at bat here early in the Chinooks season.
Another day at the park, Ty. You got this. Another day at the park.
Time's called. I believe that's Maddox at second base tying his shoe. Maddox took a long time to tie. I think he might have been tying both. I'm not sure what was going on there. One ball, 1 strike to tie back. Ball into the gap would be perfect. Curveball stays upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got a guy getting loose down there. Really getting loose. Getting hot in a hurry. Toronto did a masterful job. 6 innings. No runs. 1 hit. 9 Ks. Good hack by Beck. Just missed it though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Biggest moment of the season, I'd say, for the Chinooks here through the first 3 games. Most runs we've scored this season is 2, so this is a good opportunity to break that record. I would imagine at some point this season, if it's not this inning, we will get over the 2-run hump. Two balls, 2 strike. Heck of an at-bat by Ty. Time called by the pitcher. Ty's ready here for 2-2. Is outside. Ball 3. Stone cold take by the freshman catcher. So now a big pitch coming here for both sides. So full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Ty Beck. Ground ball hit on the throw. It's going to get through. 1 run scores for sure. They're wrangling the second. Here's the throw to the plate. The throw beat him. He's out. Beautiful throw by Newton out there in right field. Run does score to make it 6-3, but now with 2 outs. Groth waved him around and had to take a great throw to get him, and he sure did. Six to 3 is our score now. Ty Beck RBI single.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 7, Alex Beeman.
Ty Beck coming through in a big way here in the 7th inning. 6-3. Beeman steps in now. 0 for 2 in the game. Top of the lineup for sure coming up next inning. In a good spot to make this really make this a game. This all started with a Ryan Matheson RBI triple after the walk by Will Kelly. Eighth batter of the inning coming up, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the shortstop, Alec Beeman. Here's a pitch. Downstairs, that ball gets away from the catcher. That's going to score a run. Another run crosses the plate and makes it 6-4 now. Beck moves up to second as well.
All right.
We got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I think next inning, as we are on the most pivotal point in the game, the big things are mattering to me, and that big thing is the hot dog that's coming my way. I think that comes to us next inning. The first real thing I've eaten today. I probably should eat a little more, huh? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Beeman trying to drive in another run. That ball is down, but a good block there by Harding behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If this is, in fact, Haraki pitching, the question is begged, what are they going to do? I guess he is hitting after this inning. We just got to get him through this inning. Line drive, foul down the left field line. Good swing there by Beeman. But what I was saying is, if they take away the DH and put in a pitcher, the DH to pitch, which takes the DH hitting spot out of the way. So now whoever comes in to pitch after Haraki is going to have to hit. However, if Haraki does get out of this inning, which I'm sure they are begging him to do, he can hit because he's due up second in this inning. And then they'll just go to pitching. Ball upstairs, 3-2 now to Beeman. I don't know how long they'll let him go, but I'm sure they are worried about Haraki due up second this next inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4 runs here in the 6th inning, or in the 7th inning.
Hey, Alec, come on.
Alec, 3-2. Here it is. Downstairs, ball 4. It'll be another base run.
And that Chinook walk brought to you by Lance and Nani at Les Bailey Associates.
So we will have
team.
officially hit through the whole lineup.
At the plate for your Chinooks, number 10, Zan Sanhei.
All 9 guys are hitting here in the 7th inning. Tying runner on first base if Saunier can find the gap. 2 outs here in the inning, 6-4. That ball runs inside and hits Saunier, and now the momentum is really in the Chinooks' favor. Will Kelly walked to start the inning. And now with the tying runner on second, this is absolutely the biggest at-bat of the season for the Chinooks.
Ball on the field behind you. Ball on the field
Serrano does an incredible job on the mound today. 9 strikeouts, 1 hit ball through 6 innings. Could all be erased with a single right here. Kelly looked to strike 1 there, 0-1. 6-4 is our score. Bases loaded 2 away. Ball stays up and away, 1-1. Lefty on lefty. Greg is our only outfielder who's not a lefty at the plate. One ball, 1 strike to Kelly. Good hack there by Will Kelly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Huge pitch coming here.
He's still worried about that bear. Just get him on.
Kelly swings and misses. So Kelly goes down on strike.
As we head to the top of the
But we head to the 8th inning
the
now.
scoreboard.
And there's a little bit of a game here.
2
6-4.
runs, 4 hits. The score, the Pilots 6. Your
10
Chinooks
guys come to
4.
the plate.
Tonight's game brought to you by Matanuska Valley
Now, let me
Federal
see,
Credit
1,
Union.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Everybody
Or 8
grab
of
your
them get on
red tickets.
base.
As you came into the stadium, you were given one. We've
6-4 is our score.
camping chair
Kalen Hayes
from
back
our
for
friends
his
at
second inning of work.
Matanuska Valley Federal
It's the 8th
Credit
inning. It's
Union.
6-4.
Here's your red ticket winning number. It is 208-269. 208-269. If you've got 208-269, you've got a brand new camping chair, courtesy of Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Split the Pot. You're buying for $155. We're talking the blue tickets that you purchased. Here's your winning ticket number to Split the Pot. 999-5012. 999-5012. If you've got 999-5012, you've got $155 in tonight's Split the Pot. Batting for the Pilots, number 3, Troy Harding.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have really, really, really bad news. Well, first of all, it's 6-4, so that's good news. 4 runs scored last inning. The bad news, however, is I was just waiting on my hot dog to come. Guys in the main booth over there just forgot to bring one in here. It's okay. It happens. I am going to complain. I told him I would. Ball 1 to Haynes. From Haynes, excuse me. Troy Harding. RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Two balls, no strikes to Harding. Here it is from Haynes. Outside ball 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 cheeseburgers, 3 hot dogs in the Chinook Shack. They're half off. Half off for 4 cheeseburgers and 3 hot dogs currently.
Now I really think they're just teasing me in there by bragging about the 3 hot dogs and 4 hamburgers. Haynes walks 1-4. So I was wrong. I said that
Batting
Hiraki was
for the
pitching
Pilots,
last
the
inning,
designated hitter,
and he was not
Braden
pitching.
Hiraki.
Hiraki's number 9. Their pitcher was number 4. I don't have numbers on this roster, so I don't know who was pitching for them. Got the bunt down. Unbelievable how he got that down. That ball almost hit him in the face. Hiraki, another sack bunt. Now with one away runner on second, Coach Troy comes out. Looks like we got Timmy Watkins down, getting loose. And that's going to do it for Kalen Haynes. So we'll be back. Timmy Watkins coming in for the Chinooks, 6'4", runner on second, one away.
And the Chinook call to the bullpen brought to you by our Alaskan Napa Auto Parts. Coming into the on the mound, number 24, Timothy Watkins from Samford University.
The heart is a blue, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to win in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you can lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like so beautiful. Begging you, please. I'm feeling drained. I need love. You charge me up like electricity. So stop my heart with your love. There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. I can already feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. I can feel it when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. I couldn't leave if I wanted to, 'cause something keeps pulling me back to you. From the very first time we loved, from the very first time we talked, the stroke of your fingers, the scent of you lingers, my mind running wild with thoughts of your smile. Oh, you gotta give me some. Oh, you could give it all, but it's never enough, no. There's an energy when you hold me, when you
Batting for the Pilots, number 9, Lance Gardner.
Timmy Watkins in the pitch. Well, I just got kicked out of Kiera's household, which is not great. Everybody heard that on the air. It's fine. And here's the reason why. This all stems from just asking for a hot dog. I just asked simply, could I get a hot dog? And next thing I know, I'm getting kicked out of people's houses. Not really. We went over there to play pool with Maddox, and and Patty yesterday, both fouled away. Timmy Watkins comes in for his second appearance of the year. So no balls, 2 strikes. Watkins puts him away. Good breaking ball there. Masterful job of pitching.
Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 2, Ben Newton.
Ben Newton steps in. 1 for 3 today. Sacrifice bunt in the first. RBI single in the second. Ground out after that. Fouled back. Camera stayed. It's impressive. Camera stayed there. Camera moved a little. Oh, jeez. I'm going to botch all this for us, everybody. There we go. A little bit better view for everybody, too. 6-4 here in the 8th inning. Timmy Watkins on the mound for the Chinooks. Check swing, says he didn't go on the pass ball. Runner moves up to third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Ball skips away from Ty. So Troy walked. Braden sack bunted. And Lance struck out in this inning. Trying to fill on my sheet here. So I'm trying to remember what happened. Ground ball to short on a hop. Beeman picks it up, throws on to first. Who throws out Ben Newton, 6-3. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 6-4. Chinooks looking to make a big comeback here from this one.
The Pilots 6, your Chinooks 4. Tonight's game brought to you by Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. From dry cabins to dream homes, MVFCU is there to help finance that special place to call home. Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 25, Jack Lawrence.
cool nickname we've got to talk about here with our leadoff hitter, Jack Lawrence. Jack, as I've mentioned, goes to, Frostburg State. 6'4" here in the 8th inning. And the nickname came up Jack Frost, which is a pretty sick nickname. I like that nickname a lot. No balls, 2 strikes. Or 2 balls, no strikes, excuse me. Looks at ball 3. Tying runner's on deck. So the only thing Jack can do is get on base here. A home run would be nice, clearly, but at some point, got to get people on base, and that's ball 4. So Jack walks to start the 8th.
And that Chinook walk brought to you by Lance and Nani at Les Bailey Associates.
That's
team.
how last inning started, too, before the Chinooks put up 4, excuse me. Ryan Matheson with the three bagger and the RBI. So a hot bat over the last couple of games.
15, Ryan Matheson.
As Matheson swings, hits one high and deep to left field. It is far. It is gone. A home run. And just like that, the Chinooks have tied this ball game up, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Matheson goes yard to left field. And from down 6-0, it's 6-6 here in the 8th inning. What a swing by Ryan. As a double yesterday, a triple and a homer today. And that's tied this thing up at 6-6. Good swing there by Ryan.
We have got a tie ball game.
That's going to do it for the pitcher for the Pilots. He came in last inning, gives up 6 runs in 2 innings. Serrano's performance is going to go down as a no decision. New pitcher to tell you about. I wish I knew his name. Big right-hander for the Pilots. If you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Matheson just went yard to tie this ball game up at 6-6. It was 6-0 after the 5th inning. Chinooks were down. The Chinooks came all the way back, put up 4 last inning. Jack reached base on a walk, Jack Lawrence that is. Matheson proceeds to follow him up with a home run. So now with a tie ball game here in the 8th inning. You get to see these Chinooks really go back to work and really battle here. So it'll be Austin Young who steps in next for the Chinooks.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 22, Austin Young.
Restarting this thing. No outs here in the 8th inning in this tie ball game. Basically leading off the inning. Pitcher gets the sign, kicks and fires in his first pitch. It's just spiked in the dirt, ball 1. A little bit of control issues he saw from this guy. Coming out of the pen, he left a curveball way up. He spiked that fastball. Still no sighting of the bear. You guys would know I'm the first one to tell you if I see it. Young swings at the second pitch and lines that one into left. Thank you. Good news, ladies and gentlemen, I got a hot dog. Young reaches the board. Second inning in a row, he's got a base hit.
Now
2 for 4 today.
Chinooks, number 9, Maddox Ryan.
Now Maddox Ryan steps in. He singled last inning as well. Nobody out, runner on first. First pitch to Maddox is a fastball that catches the zone. Runner off for second base, and he's in there safely. Austin Young, the DH catcher, does it all.
Sponsored by Discovery Cove Recovery and Wellness Center.
So now after the stolen base, we have the go-ahead runner on second base. Have to see if anything gets put on here. 8th inning, nobody out, time called. Pitcher, catcher need to talk over their signs. I've got my hot dog, folks. Big news. Folks, I'm not sure why I called y'all folks. Here's the pitch. Ball's fouled away. Camera stayed up. Does scare me when that happens. Ben Weaver on deck over getting the foul ball. Camera's moved a little bit. I'll have to adjust it here later. 0-2 is chopped on the ground to third. It's going to be a base hit. Nobody throwing anywhere. An infield single, a swinging bunt single. And all those breaks, like I mentioned last inning, are now going the Chinooks' way. So now the go-ahead runners on third base. Maddox Ryan over there is an insurance run at first. And there's a plethora of ways for this Chinook team to get their lead. It'll be the first time they have the lead since the first inning of opening night. What a comeback tonight is. Two on, nobody out. Ben Weaver up at the plate. Looks at ball 1-1-0. Big at-bat here for both sides. Been one heck of a game for you 44 people watching. There's the 1-0 home to Weaver. Weaver takes a big hack, fouls it back. Ty Beck hustling over to get that foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Weaver. Nobody out. Weaver 1 for 2 today. Has had 3 great at-bats. That ball's fouled away as well. Beck hustling back over back-to-back pitches. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Growth down there at third base yelling, battle, battle. As that's exactly what he said to Maddox before the swinging bunt single. Here's the 1-2. That ball spiked in the dirt. That gets away from the catcher. On his way home, he's hustling. He's going to get in safely. And just like that, the Chinooks have the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, 7-6 Chinooks.
7, the Pilot 6.
Time called now after the passed ball that gave the Chinooks the lead. Growth over here talking to the home plate umpire. Not sure what he's about. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. And the fan favorite, Patty McCormick, going to go run for Ryan Maddox. Looks like he'll probably be a defensive replacement as well, now that they have the lead. I hope you guys can hear me chewing. I really apologize if you can. I'm just trying to eat this hot dog. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Pick off move over to first base. Patty back in there safely. Here's the pitch. Weaver swings and fouls that one away. Little skip to my loo by Mark Ortiz. Not even attempting to pick that one up. I don't blame him. It was hit hard. Boy, the bats have really come to life here since the 7th inning. 8 guys reached last inning, and 4 straight have reached this inning. Pickoff move back over and safely. Now this has been one heck of an at-bat by Ben Weaver. No easy things have came for this Pilot pitching staff since the starter break got out of the game. That ball spiked by the catcher and it's going to get away. Patty up to second safely. Now nobody out and a runner on second. Ball 3-3-2 as well. Things kind of spiraling out of control for the Pilots. They're now quickly down to their last 3 outs. They're going to have to score a run next inning. From up 6-0 to down 7-6, the Chinooks have come all the way back tonight. Incredible fight out of this team. Weaver fouls that one away. Looks like it's going to get out of play.
And that foul ball sponsored by Representative Ken McCarty, serving you so you can be of best service too.
So we'll do it again at 3-2. Patty on second. Nobody out. Ground ball hit to the right side. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman. From his knees, it gets through. Patty racing around second all the way to his third. He's going to score easily. Good hustle out of Patty McCormick. And just like that, that second run is across. Good awareness by Patty from second. Noticing it was going to be a hard play to the second baseman's left. It sneaks through his legs. Patty never breaks stride and scores for all the way from second base on an infield single. Infield RBI single for Ben Weaver. And we're going to have another pitching change here. It looks like for the Pilots. I don't know if we're gonna have a pitching change or what we're doing. I would assume, yeah, that they wave for him down there. So 8-6 our score. I have a new pitcher to tell you about here in just a minute.
First time I met you, knew I never could forget you, girl. You always saw the blue skies past the rain clouds in my eyes. There's music in your laughter from the floor up to the rafters. You're that happy ever after I've been after my whole life. Who knows where I'd be without you? No, I just couldn't be without you. Just say amen. I can't count them all on one hand, but honey, look there on your finger. I'd say I'm a lucky man. God made two lovers out of strangers. A little house on a little land, a little creek, a little Jeep, the same old moon everybody sees. It's sure ain't hard to count your blessings. Yesterday we celebrated our first year together, and together still feels better than that first night we met. I never dreamed that you could be so perfectly created.
On the mound for the Planets, Gary Mosiello, number 11. At the plate for the Chinooks, number 23, Ty Beck.
So new pitcher to tell you about, and this is an interesting one. Similar to what I did last night, their assistant coach, Gary Mosiello, is on the mound. Mosiello is on the mound. Now, where he goes to school, how old he is, or how long he's been out of school is beyond me. Why he's assistant coach. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered that aren't going to be answered today. As a balk by Mosiello. Didn't come set, or when he did come set, he didn't stop. So the runner will advance to second now with no outs and an 8-6 ball game. Ty Beck came through with an RBI single with the bases loaded last inning. Really kind of got this fire truly started. Beck has an opportunity here as well. Looks at ball 2, 2-1. Mosiello, the assistant coach, in an 8-6 ball game. The age difference between Beck and Mosiello has to be at least 3 to 4 years, which isn't terrible. I mean, Beck just graduated high school. I mean, a week ago, what's today, Friday? Yeah, a week ago, he was finishing up his college baseball, or his high school baseball season. High school baseball career. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Beck. So now Beck with nobody out, runner on second. Got to kind of protect here with 2 strikes. Been a fun one here in Lee Jordan Field as Beck goes down on strikes. Good pitch there by Mosiello. So now finally,
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 7, Alex
the
Beeman.
Pilots have an out. Now Beeman steps in, the shortstop. Ball inside, ball 1. Mozzielli has this kind of three-quarter arm slot, comes almost at the right-handed batter. Looked at that one upstairs, ball 2-0. Gehrig, a cool first name, in my opinion. Probably named after Lou Gehrig, if I were to take a guess. Beeman gets a 2-0 home. It's fouled back kind of behind him, 2-1. Will Kelly coming over to get the foul ball. 47 of you guys still watching this thing. It's pretty impressive. Chinooks. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Mozzielli gets the side, checks the runner, kicks and fires. As Beeman pops that one up. This is going to be a tough play, actually. Garner calls everybody off, kind of shallow left for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for your Chinooks, number 10.
So now Saunier gets his
Saunier.
5th at-bat. I guess 5th plate appearance. He's walked, he's singled, he grounded out, and then hit by a pitch. 5th plate appearance for Saunier today. His offense kind of exploded in the 7th inning. Nothing at all, and then 4 runs in the 7th, and now 4 in the 8th to make it 8-6. One, two, three, four, 5 pitchers have been used out of the 9 that the Chinooks have, not including me, of course. Off day tomorrow. Everything kind of resets on Sunday. We'll take on the Miners here at home at 4 p.m. 4 o'clock start on Sunday. Miner no game tomorrow. Miners playing them for the 3rd time. Play the Miners quite a bit this season. Get to see them every so often. We'll play them 3 times next week. And the week after, 2 more times. And then won't play them again until July 13th. Outside for ball 4, Saunier gets another walk.
And that walk brought to you by Lance and Nunny at Les Bailey Associates.
Saunier has reached the base 4 times tonight. That brings up Will Kelly.
Now coming to the plate. 4.
Will Kelly is
number
grounded
14,
out, struck out,
Will
walked, and
Kelly.
struck out. Ground out, or the walk and strikeout were in the same inning. Struck out twice.
Make him pitch to you, Will. Make him work.
There's a good question in the group. Greg asked, for everybody listening, I want to know where everybody's from. It kind of connects everybody here in the group chat. Kelly looks at ball 1, strike 1, excuse me. Ryan Matheson's aunt is in the chat. Good to hear. Good to see Ryan do some good things down there for the family up in Northern California. I guess down there in Northern California. A couple of people out there in California listening, which is good to see. 11 o'clock on the West Coast. I was talking East and Central Time. I am from Oklahoma. So that's kind of the 2 time zones I'm more familiar with than anything else. 1-1 home is hit on the ground to second. This is going to be a tough play. Kelly's fast, too. The throw over. Got him. So Kelly's the final out of the 8th inning.
As we head to the top of the 9th inning.
9 batters hit in the 7th inning. 9 batters, or 10 batters hit in the 7th, and 10 in the 8th. 8-6 is our score. We head to the 9th. Score is 8-6. Timmy Watkins looking to finish this one off. In line for the victory. We'll take a break, get some stuff put up.
Life would be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, hello, we'll meet again. Boom, they don't need it now. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Every time I look at you, something is off. If you do what I want you to, baby, make me so fine. Oh, life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up and paradise up above. Shaboom, you tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom.
Ninth inning set to start. Chinooks look to get off the 0-2 schneid to start. Timmy Watkins back out there for the ninth inning. Watkins has pitched very well. Very good control of the
Coming to the
fastball.
plate for the Pilots, number 7, Ali Camarillo.
Ali Camarillo set to start us off here in the ninth inning. 8-6 our score, all the way back from 6-0. The Chinooks are up 8-6. Ali had an RBI single in the first. Since then, has popped up, grounded out, 1 for 4. I want to thank everybody in the chat for the kind words. Watkins' second pitch to Camarillo is a ball, 2-0. 8-6. So they took the lead and got an insurance run, which is, you know, you really can't ask for much more after you climb all the way back to tie the game. Ryan Matheson triple and home run in the 7th and 8th inning. It's kind of the one that's led us this way. Swinging a hot bat. That bounce didn't hit Camarillo. That had to really hurt him. Camarillo limping down to first. That ball's coming in there hot too, and it looks like it probably got him just on the ankle. Would be shocked to see him run this one through. Timmy just kind of spiked that one, and just didn't really get a good grip on it. Held it a little too long and bounced that one in there. Trainer's going to come look out. You can't see it. Camarillo's on the ground behind second. He took a second. I'm sure that thing is stinging pretty good on him. So Camarillo hit by a pitch. Grant Weiss on deck, who made a great play in left field early on. There are fans starting to venture back out onto the hill, mentioning the bear. Good joke by Greg. Greg seems to have a lot of jokes. Looks like Ali is trying to work his way back to running in this one. He's a very important run. There's somebody climbing all the way up the hill. And I'm no Alaskan native. In fact, I've never seen a bear in real life. Maybe in a zoo. But for those fans to be at top of the hill where we were told the bear was seen on the other side, you know, it was a tough look. It's not something I would do by any means. Camarillo looks like he's going to be okay. Third baseman over there for the Pilots. These kids are up there really looking for that bear. Kind of asking for danger. Landon Cody out of the dugout in a hurry to get that pass ball. Good job by Landon to really take care of the umpire. Waving at the crowd. Starting pitcher tonight. Getting the no decision.
Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 24, Grant Weiss.
Patty is at second base. Patty McCormick is still at second base as the defensive replacement. Nobody out. Runner on first. Chinooks up 8-6. First pitch to Grant Weiss is low ball 1. Timmy getting the squeeze a little bit. Kids have made their way all the way up that hill to find that bear. past 10 o'clock here in Alaska, if you can believe that. It's been the same light all day long. I did, however, get a nap in today, which is a rarity, especially with our scheduling. The nap was much needed. I in all honesty, needed that thing today. So I woke up, came to the ballpark, ready to go. Hopefully giving you guys a good broadcast today. 2-0. Upstairs 3-0. Timmy throwing good hard fastball up there. Just can't seem to rein it in. Zach Philos is on the mound warming up in the pen as Coach Troy, the pitching coach, is going to come out and talk to Timmy, maybe to give Zach a little time, calm Timmy down. Zach is the 6th pitcher that has warmed up today for the Chinooks. Kind of hard to believe that 6 of our 9 are, there's a potential for 6 of the 9 pitchers. Now, however, it doesn't necessarily mean much because we have an off day, then we kind of can reset on Sunday. We play at 4 o'clock on Sunday against the Miners, and the Bucks come here for the first time this season, play them at home before we head back to the Miners Stadium, which is a pretty cool place in all honesty, which is starting to look. Now, I don't want to jinx things. I did enjoy my time on the mound, but it's always awesome to see these guys produce the way they should. If Zach has to come in, which we're all hoping he doesn't because we all believe in Timmy to get a ground ball double play here, the Miners is looking about probably where I'll play again. We'll just have to see. Timmy's first pitch to his batter, Grant Weiss, is a strike in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Appreciate all the talk in the chat tonight. Timmy's 3-1 home. Is inside ball 4. So that's going to do it for Timmy. Zach Philos is going to come in to pitch in this one. Tying runner on second base, who Timmy will be responsible for. Zach had 3 innings of no-run ball, I believe no-hit baseball the other day as well. So Timmy departs. Zach Philos coming in now. Take a break, just step aside for just a second. 8-6 our score. Chinooks are up here in the 9th.
And the Chinook call to the bullpen brought to you by our Alaska Napa Auto Parts. On the mound for the Chinooks, number 16, Zach Philos from the Masters University. Coming to the plate for the Pilots, number 38, Taryn Sugita.
I want to thank you, Greg, for the compliment on my pitching yesterday. Had it been the first time since high school that I had pitched. I mentioned that early on in the broadcast. Went out there through an inning and 2/3, no runs, no hits, and a strikeout. A couple of walks, what pleased with. But did all right. Good to be back out there. Ball gets away from our catcher, who is Davis Beavers now, who's behind the plate. Davis is who I pitched to yesterday. Does a good job calling the games for the Masters University. So 2 on, nobody out. 8-6 game here in the 9th inning. Zach Philos on the mound. Philos gets him to swing at another one. Shigita is the guy hitting. First name Taryn, sorry, Taryn, not Tenor. No balls, 2 strikes, excuse me. Philo's looking to get out of this. Check on the runner at second, nothing going on, 0-2. That is a good point. You point out the Oklahoma softball team. What they did is absolutely impressive. Even as an Oklahoma State fan, you really have to admire just that kind of dominance. But also you have to admire that Oklahoma State was the Big 12 Conference Championship. Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs, blown right by Sagita for a strike, and we got 1 dead. We're now a ground ball away from getting out of this one. 2 outs away from our first off day of the season for the Chinooks. Seems like a lot of us
number 5, Sean Montoya.
are going snagging. None of us have ever gone snagging. We're all calling it fishing. I know it's not really what it is, but that is what we're doing on our off day tomorrow. I know at least me and Landon are. Harrison and Brendan Argamones are doing the same thing. That ball just outside. 1-0. Pilot's just missing. We're all looking forward to it. We're going up Sauner, something like that. I can't remember the name of where we're going. About 2.5 hour drive from here. We're getting up early in the morning to go over there. Which I'm excited about. I would like to sleep in, but all the same, I sleep in every other day. We don't have to be anywhere until 1:30. Ground ball to second. Laying out his Patty. He gets by him. Runner rounding third on his way home. Kelly doesn't throw home, throws a throw over to third. So a run does score. It makes it 8-7 with the tying runner on second base. Patty laid all the way out for that one. Just past his outstretched glove. So 1 away now, the tying runner on second base, and that brings up Alex Seguin, second baseman. Alex has struck out, walked, turned into a double play with an RBI, and grounded out 5-3. Another ground ball out of Seguin to one of our middle infielders would be perfect. First pitch from Philos. Going right after him, 0-1, good pitch. No balls, 1 strike to Seguin. 8-7's our score here in the 9th. Seguin taking a long time to get the sign. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Can Patty get there? He can. Patty from his E. He got him. What a play by Patty McCormick. Up the middle, double play. He stepped on second, throws to first. What a play by Patty McCormick. And just like that, this ball game is over.
The Pilot 7.
Patty sliding up the middle.
Valley Federal Credit Union.
Reaches for second, and then from his other knee, throws him out. And that'll be the final score, 8-7. Chinooks get their first win of the season. What a play to end the season, and that'll do it. Pilots coach is not pleased with that call, but the Chinooks are in the win column, 8-7, all the way back from down 6-0, and that'll do it. Philos gets the save, Timmy Watkins gets the win, and Patty McCurran saves the day, the defensive replacement. What a way to end it here in Lee Jordan Field. We'll see you guys on Sunday, but for now, the Chinooks are winners, and that'll do it.